Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Becky. We're on day 5 of my speed deep cleaning series before company comes to my house. We had to get this place in order and we're well on our way. We're 5 days in of this 7-day journey. We've cleaned the master bathroom, we've cleaned the master bedroom, we've cleaned the laundry room, we've cleaned my boys' bedroom, and today we're cleaning the boys' bathroom and closet. Let's go! Alright y'all, let's dig in this. Here's the before. It's not too terribly bad, just some garbage on the floor, some dirty towels, dirty socks that got left behind. The shower's pretty grimy, but that's what happens with a small shower stall like this and 5 boys using it. I really wish there was a light above this shower though. There's just some things on the counter that got left behind that weren't put up. Rug on the floor. This side isn't too bad, just our normal storage things. We don't have a lot of closets in this house, nor do we have a shed yet, but it's gonna happen. Until then, this stuff stay in here. This side is the boys' closet. You can see we've already moved a cabinet. So yeah, let's get going. So my big tip for toilet cleaning, whether you have boys or not, is to take off the seat. It's really easy. You just turn the little handle thingies and it pops right off, because that is where the pee smell hides. If you have cleaned your toilet and you still smell pee, take off the seat and scrub. There you go. There's you some free advice. And don't forget to wipe in those as well, because there was pee in there too. It gets everywhere when you have boys. I'm not sure about girls. I don't have girls. So you girl moms will have to let me know. Y'all, I don't know what was on this wall. I'm not sure I want to know. It was sticky, almost like one of the boys had exploded a Coke or a soda in here. I'm not sure, but I had to scrub to get it off. Just wiping it wasn't enough. So, not sure I want to know, but it's gone now. So we're finished with the bathroom side. Now I'm going to head to the closet and storage side. First, by picking everything up. There's not a lot to do on this side, so I'm just straightening the boys' clothes. The boys have been hanging up their own clothes, and I can tell there's hangers every which way, and I like to keep the jackets together, the shirts together, the overalls together, and the pants together, and it was just a hot mess. So I just organized that real quick. I'd like to do it by size, but that's just not going to happen on this small rack. Here I'm just getting my cleaning products that I used for the day out of the bathroom cabinet and putting them back in the laundry. I had them under the sink just so they weren't in the way for the rest of the video, but they do stay in the laundry room up high. I do not keep them in the boys' bathroom for anyone who was concerned. And here is the after. I'm really happy with how clean I was able to get everything. It smells really good and really fresh in here. And yeah, I'm glad to cross this room off of my list. So that's it. It is as clean as I can get it in here, and I think it looks pretty good. It smells pretty good too. I wanted to take a minute to thank all of you that have been coming back every day on this journey with me and commenting and letting me in on a little bit of your lives. I feel like I'm getting to know a few of you pretty well, and it's been a fun journey considering that I'm cleaning. So since you've hung around this long, I wanted to give you a sneak peek into some of the decorations that I have for the boys' bedroom. So the first thing that I wanted to show to you is this. It's actually a replica. It is not antique. It looks antique, but it's not. It's in really good condition. I actually got it at a flea market. And surprise, see if we can get it to work. I don't know. Anyway, it's actually a radio. I'm pretty sure it's an AM transistor radio, but it's got a speaker on the bottom. It's not a shelf. It does have a hole right there, so they can't put anything in it. But the boys have actually wanted a vintage archaeology, jungle, adventure, explorer type room. I don't even know what to call it. So we've just been calling it vintage jungle explorer, archaeologist. So I've been trying to find things that look old, that look like maybe they're from the turn of the century. So I got this for $10 at a flea market, and I think it will look great hanging in their room. So the next thing I want to show you is this boat shelf. This was actually Tommy's when he was little. It was in his room. It was this color, but we've had it, obviously Tommy came with it, so we've had it forever. I've actually already painted it once. The boys had kind of an Americana room in our old house, so I painted it red and white, and it was filled with like vintage fishing treasures. But I'm going to be antiquing it and distressing it and making it look like an old like river canoe. So I think that's going to be really cute for my vintage explorers. I also have a lot of small things that we've thrifted. This actually come from a thrift store. It says Hawaii on it. So they're going to have lots of little treasures around their room that maybe they would have found on their vintage archaeological digs. We've got this we got from a salvage store back in Alabama. It was a pretty good price. But it looks old and rusted, but it's just made to look that way. The boys actually picked Gavin. Gavin actually picked this one out. Like, I want their room to just be full of things that look found. Maybe they found on their adventures in the jungle or on a dig somewhere. Of course, no explorer would be complete without their globe. And then I know this last piece isn't explorer related, but it looks like it could be. So I got it at the same flea market that I got the phone at and my washboard that was in my laundry room. That was a really good flea market. These are actually old welding goggles, complete with the box. How cool is this? But the boys agreed they looked like some explorer goggles or something. So they're gonna sit on a shelf like this, probably with like a plant next to it and some old books. I've got plenty of old books. But yeah, so that's one of my tips, is even unconventional things, like even if you don't think it's gonna go in your room that you have planned, try it out and think outside the box. And the last things I wanted to share with you for the boys' room remodel makeover, I don't actually have in my hands to show you, so I'm gonna try to add the picture-in-picture here. These are some images that I found. I just Googled Jungle Explorer. These came up from the ride, actually, these renderings of the Jungle Cruise boat, and I thought they were really cool. I'm going to either frame them in some old antique looking frames, or I'm going to decoupage them. I'm thinking of making a framed out cork board, but the stuff is just going to be like decoupaged onto the wall, so it's not actually going to be removable. But that's what I'm thinking of doing with these. And then I also found these maps of some of our favorite books. I've got Neverland, I've got The Shire, I have the map for The Princess Bride. We are book nerds in this house, or rather, I am a book nerd, and I'm trying my hardest to get my boys to be book nerds as well. So we do have these maps, and the boys all love them, so they're super excited about having that in their room. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for liking and commenting and subscribing. I really appreciate all of that, and it truly does help and encourages me to keep going, because there have been some days this week where I'm just like, no, I'm just not going to film. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like going through the hours that it takes, but having you guys interact makes it worth it. So join me back here tomorrow for day 6. Can you believe it? I can't believe we're that far along in this journey. So remember that God made you on purpose and for a purpose, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.